on your mat. Resting your head on the floor on your mat. If you need, feel free to use a pillow, a block, a folded towel under your head. If you feel that, let's say if you have your eyes open, if you feel that you're looking towards the back of the room, you can lift a little bit. So if you have your eyes open, eyes should be looking straight up towards the ceiling. Legs slightly apart, and again, if it's not comfortable for your lower back here, bend your knees and stay with your knees bent. Legs slightly apart, and relax your legs, your thighs, your feet is going to come down towards the floor. Arms on the floor, slightly out as well, palms up. And just for a few breaths, focus on your breath and the way you're breathing here. Expanding your abdominals as you're breathing, and your rib cage. And gently bring your rib cage down and your abdominals in as you breathe out. Breathing deep and slowly. So as you breathe in, expand your abdominals. Then your rib cage. Then as you breathe out, gently bring your rib cage down and your abdominals in. And repeat. And breathe out. And then you can get ready to move. Bringing your legs together. And doing a big full body stretch as you're breathing. Breath, do what feels comfortable, what feels natural. As you breathe out, right knee towards your chest, hold there. Same sequence you've done the other sessions. Just at the beginning here. Flex and extend your foot. The idea is to prepare your whole body. Move every single joint. Gently stretching every single muscle in your body. Then lower your right leg and full body stretch again as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your left knee towards your chest. Pull it there. Flex and extend your foot. Mobilizing your ankles. Lower your left as you breathe in, do a full body stretch. And lift your right leg as you breathe out. Hold there, the back of a leg or the back of a thigh. And rotate your foot here. A few circles in one direction. A few circles in the other. So you're stretching the back of a leg, thighs, hips and lower back. Then lower your right. Do a full body stretch, big full body stretch. Lift your left leg, hold there, at the back of your leg or thigh, and rotate your foot. So you might have your knee bent on here. So don't worry if your leg's not straight. You're stretching, you're moving. Then lower your left, do a full body stretch. Bring both knees towards your chest. Pull it there and gently rock side to side. Then roll on your side and sit up or roll forward and sit up there. Cross your legs. So legs crossed. Lateral flexion of your spine. You're going to move your spine. Sitting bones stay on the floor and go there. Open the side of your rib cage. Back up, body as tall as you can. Then go to the other side. And then back in the center. And again. Right. Back up. And left. And back in the center. And then rotation of your spine. You're going to turn your rib cage, your chest there to one side and help with your arms. Also turning your head, your neck. Then back in the center, but as tall as you can. And go to the other side. And back in the center. right again, and in the center, and left, and back. Then flex and extend your spine, going forward, stretch in your lower back, your upper back. Then you lift and you extend. Lift your chest, chin up, head back. Then you go forward again. Flex. And you lift. And you extend. As you're sitting there, legs crossed, can be with your legs forward. Switch legs. So if you have your legs forward, just keep them forward and repeat. So lateral flexion. Going side to side again. Lift. And go to the other side. And then back. And right. And lift. And to your left. And up. Rotation again. To your right. Feel free to go the other way around. Back in the center. And left. Lift your chest as you do that. And center. Body as tall as you can. Spine as long as possible. And back in the center, one more. Go there, side to side. And center. Flexion. So going forward, flexing your spine. Then you lift. And all the way up. Lengthen your spine. Lift your chest. Open the front of your body. And then go forward again. Flex your spine. Always going as far as comfortable. For your back, for the joints, for the hips. And extend one last time. And relax. From here, we're going to move in all fours. I'm going to move my mat here so you can see better. So hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. From here, flex and extend your spine. Cat pose, flexing round in the back and breathing out as you do it. And then cow pose, breathing in and arch in your back. So breathe out. Cat pose, breathe in, cow pose. And repeat, breathe out and breathe in. One or two more. Then from cow pose here, you're going to take your toes under, pushing your hips back and lift into downward dog. Can be a small one, halfway all the way up. Then place your knees on the floor again. Go all the way forward. Cow pose. Arch your back. So chin up, head back. Then take your toes under and back into downward dog. Breathing down and cow pose. Option to go move slower. Breathe out. Downward dog. Breathing cow pose. That's the last one. From here you can go all the way back. Lift and hold the position. So you're on that downward dog, you maintain the position there. Feel free. Downward dog. Option for the downward dog is the child's pose, going all the way back here. Less pressure for your wrists. From here you can walk your feet towards your hands, or your hands towards your feet, or a little bit of each. And stop here on the forward bend. You might be there with your hands on your knees, on your thighs, that's also an option. Or even arms, knees bent as well, if you need. Then lift your spine, vertebra by vertebra. So hips in position, lower back, upper back, head, and do a big full body stretch. Mountain pose, opening the front of your body and bring your hands there in front. Gonna move you back just a little bit more. Hello Maggie. Hello Fenella. So sun salutation from here. Let's lift you a little bit as well, so you can see. That's it, the full pose. So you're standing there on your mat. Gonna move your whole body, raise your heart rate a little bit more. So as you inhale, you're gonna lift your arms. Again, do what feels comfortable for you. Lifting your arms, lifting your chest, chin up, head is slightly back, opening the front of your body. As you breathe out, you're gonna hinge from your hips, and you're gonna go forward into forward bend. Again, feel free to place your hands on your knees, on your thighs. From here, you're going to bring your right leg back into a low lunge, moving a way that's comfortable for you. So you open your hips, stretching the back of your hips here on your left side, the front of your hips on your right. Feel free to skip the next pose, and your arm on this one doesn't need to be here, it can be on top or on the inside. You're going to bring your left leg back in a plank. You can stay here kneeling and just lower yourself, your chest down on the floor, or if you can, knees, chest and chin towards the floor. Then you lift your chest, keeping your elbows in here, lifting your chest on Cobra. You could have your forearms on the floor, elbows in, doing the Sphinx. And then you push yourself back in Downward Dog or the Child's Pose. Remember, you don't need to do the Downward Dog, or if the Downward Dog gets too much, throughout the class, do the Child's Pose instead. Bring your right foot forward from here. So right foot forward, moving in a way that's comfortable for you. Option here, kneel, and use that throughout the class. And bring your right foot forward, pushing your hips there. Bring your left foot forward, into forward bend, and then hinge from hips. You're going to lift this time from the top of your head. So head, chest, lower back, then hips. Going all the way up, mountain pose, open the front of your body. Hands in front again, and now we're going to repeat. We're going to let the sequence flow a little bit more. You know the options. You can kneel, you can skip the pose. Instead of Downward Dog, you can do Child's Pose instead. So inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward bend. Left leg back, this time into a low lunge. Nearly low lunge. Then right leg back and lower yourself, knees, chest and chin towards the floor. Elbows in. Lift your chest on the Sphinx, Cobra. Push yourself back into Downward Dog or Child's Pose. Bring your left foot forward into a low lunge. Bring your right foot forward into forward bend and go all the way up. Hinge again from your hips. Lift from the top of your head, going all the way up into mountain pose. Hands back in front of your chest. Inhale, mountain pose. We're going to repeat. This is the combination. We're doing a few rounds there. Forward bend. Right leg back, low lunge. Left leg back to plank. Knees, chest and chin towards the floor. Chest up in Sphinx or Cobra. Hips back, into downward dog or child's pose. Right foot forward into low lunge. Left foot forward into forward bend. Hinge from hips going all the way up into mountain pose. Hands in front of your heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward bend. Left leg back now into a low lunge. Right leg back. Knees, chest and chin towards the floor. Elbows in or lower in your front. Lift your chest and a Sphinx Cobra. You can even progress into the upward facing dog, extending your arms a little bit more. Push yourself back into downward dog. Bring your left foot forward into a low lunge. Bring your right foot forward into forward bend and lift all the way up into a mountain pose. Hands down. Arms on the side of your body. Scan your body for tension there. And you're going to start with your right leg into the tree pose. So feel free to use a chair for balance, a wall. So place your hand there. You're going to keep your left foot on the floor. And you're going to bring your right ankle, 3 options there. Just your right heel, your right heel just above your left ankle. Or your right heel on your left calf. Or your right heel, you can help there. Your right heel against the top of your thigh, finding your balance there. Arms can stay by the side of your body, in front of your chest, or even lift your arms all the way up. Ground your feet on the floor, spread your toes there. Find a focus point, could be on the wall, through the window, on the floor, and focus there. Working with your balance, increasing blood flow towards internal organs. Strengthen your foot, left foot, all those muscles that pass through your ankle. From there, as you breathe out, you can lower your arms if you have them up. And relax. Bring your right leg down. Shake there a little bit. And bring your left heel. Again, could be just above your ankle, on your calf, or against your thigh. Choose the option there for arms by the side of your body, in front of your chest, in front of your heart, or bring it all the way up. Balance pose help also to work with concentration, with focus. One more breath, and you can lower your arm and lower your left leg. Bringing your feet together. If it's not comfortable, can be your feet apart, feet slightly apart, parallel to each other. Lengthen your spine, and you're going to keep your spine as long as possible. From there, imagine a chair, a box behind you, and you're gonna sit, you're gonna bend your knees, bringing your hips back and down. Try to lift your chest as you do that. You can have your hands there on your thighs, on your hips, on your knees. You can have your arms forward or all the way up, with the option even to look towards your hands, if it's comfortable for your neck. Bringing your hands together, arms apart. The chair pose. Strengthen your legs, your thighs, your hips, glutes, all those muscles along your spine, keeping your back straight. It's a strengthening pose. As you engage quite a few muscles on your body, it also helps to work a little bit with your heart. Your heart needs to pump blood, need to pump a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. From here, you can bring your hands out and back. If you can, hands together, interlock your fingers. And then you're going to lean forward and go all the way forward into the intense forward bend. So you're trying to move your arms towards the floor. Breathe there. Work with your shoulders. And then gently release your hands. And bring your arms forward. From here, both hands together and in front of your chest. Intention, don't worry if you don't get there, to bring your right elbow towards your left knee. Rotating your spine and bending your knees as if you're sitting on that chair again. So you're lowering your hips. If you can, if you manage to get your elbow down the side of your knee, on the side of your thigh, it will help you to rotate your spine, your rib cage. And as much as it's comfortable for your neck, you look up towards the ceiling. That's the revolved chair. Strengthen legs, thighs, hips. Strengthen and stretch the muscles on your back. One more breath, then you relax and go forward again. Rest there a little bit. We're going to work on the other side. Going to bring your hands together, and now left elbow towards your right knee, rotating your spine and turning your head to the other side. Then relax, go back forward. Then lifting from here, again, help with your hands on your knees, on your thighs. Lifting, going up vertebra by vertebra. And do a big, big full body stretch. And hands down. From here, using the next pose as a transition. Feel free to go down, straight down on child's pose if you want a little rest, if you need a little rest. Otherwise, back up into mountain pose. Going all the way forward. Forward bend. And you're going to bring both legs back. Your right, your left. You're going to lower yourself, just moving your spine a little bit more. Knees, chest and chin towards the floor. Lift your chest on the Sphinx, Cobra, upward facing dog. And then from here, push yourself back into Child's Pose or Downward Dog. From there, you're bringing your right foot forward, and this time we're going to stand up there. So you're going to lift yourself, left heel down towards the floor. Your front knee there, behind your toes, never over your toes but behind. So left heel on the floor, and you're going to put some pressure, try to put pressure towards the outside of your left foot. You're trying to put your little toe down on the floor, so you have little toe and big toe on the floor. Front knee bent, hips facing forward, front of your mat there. We're doing the Warrior One. Strengthen your thighs, your legs, opening your hips. Strengthen, engaging all those posterior muscles down your back, abdominals. So from here, you're going to lift your chest as much as you can. You're going to lengthen your spine. Options to maintain your arm there by the side of your body. So if you need to get out of the pose every now and then, even I'm feeling my thighs here already. My legs start to shake a little bit, that's normal. Arms can be by the side of your body, in front of your chest, or you can go all the way up and hold there. Try to focus on your breath there. As I mentioned before, you might start to feel your thighs here. We went to the floor and back up quite a few times already. We've done the chair pose, we've done the revolved chair pose from both sides. So a little bit of work for your legs. We've done the tree pose at the beginning. It all adds up. So if you feel that you need a rest, do it. From here, lower your arms, bring yourself back down, hands there, and you're bringing your right leg back. Going all the way down on your chest. Lift again on the Sphinx, Cobra or upward facing dog. Push yourself back into Downward Dog or Child's Pose. And this time, bring your left foot forward. So we're doing the Warrior One again. Standing up, right heel towards the floor. Don't worry if you don't touch the floor, but you try intention there. Little toe there on your right foot, down towards the floor as well. Hips facing forward, so you're facing there. Front, your front knee in line with your toes. Lift your chest, lift your rib cage, arms on the side, in front of your chest all the way up. You can also lift your rib cage away from your hips. Chin up, head is slightly back. If you have your arms up, you can look there towards your thumbs. Try to go tall as you breathe in, and stay there as you breathe out. You can go even tall every time you breathe in, and as you breathe out, next time you go all the way down, hands down towards the floor, both legs back. Lower yourself again. You went on the floor, then back up a few times with this pose. It's like doing push-ups as well. Feel free to make them smaller. Listen to your body, to your wrists, to your shoulders, to your elbows. Push yourself back into Downward Dog or Child's Pose. And now bring your right foot forward again. The last standing pose here. You're going to stand up. Back into that warrior one that you've done before. You can lift your arms or not. But just for one breath here. Because from here now, you're going to try to maintain your hips in position, your legs, your thighs, your knee there, front knee in line with your toes. And you're going to turn your rib cage. And you're going to bring your arms there. Right arm pointing forward. Same direction your right foot is pointing. Left arm pointing all the way back. Arms parallel to the floor. Double check there. Make sure that arm is not down here all the way up there. Shoulders down away from your neck. Shoulders away from each other. So your hands are reaching as far as you can. And eyes looking towards your right hand. Gazing there. Index and middle finger. That's the warrior two. If you can, if you feel like, go a little bit deeper. Sorry. Always stay on warrior one or come back to warrior one. So you open your hips a little bit more on this one. From here, back up. Warrior one. Lower yourself. Bring your right foot back. Hand down, all the way down. Lift your chest. And push yourself back into child's pose or downward dog. From there, bringing your left foot forward. Lift yourself into warrior one. So heel towards the floor, little toe towards the floor, lift your chest, lift your arms, then you turn. Turn your rib cage, arms parallel to the floor, eyes looking towards your left hand point, same direction, you're pointing your left foot. Few breaths there. Lift your chest, lift your rib cage. Adjust there your legs as you breathe. And then lift. Back into warrior one. And lower. Arms down. All these also work with your shoulders. Bring it back, both legs back. Lower yourself. Lift your chest. And bring yourself all the way back into child's pose. From here, you're bringing your right knee forward. Can be with your right leg under, but if you can, you're bringing that in front. You'll try not to drop yourself back here, rotate. Try to keep both hips like square with your shoulders. Open your hip down your left side, stretch in the back on your right side. And as much as it's comfortable, you can lean forward. You can even bring your head towards the floor, or on your hands, on your feet, on a pillow. So you might have a cushion there in front as well that you can use and rest. It's the pigeon pose. You can stay there for as long as it's comfortable. Feel free to get out and go in child's pose. If it's comfortable for your knees and for your back, another two options here. You can lift your chest as much as you can, and you'll try to maintain your hips more or less in the same position. Or you can lift your chest and try to hold your left leg there. So you'll try to bring there your left foot and pull it. So you can just pull with one arm. Some of you, if you're used to yoga, you might be able to hold with both hands there and bring in your foot the back of your head. Stretching a little bit more the front of your thigh there on your left side. A nice stretch there for the front of your thigh. Hold the way that you find it comfortable. It might be with your arm. You might be able to even hug there. Place your arm around or just hold with your hand. A few more breaths. Then go easy with that leg. Don't just let it go. So try to gently let it go. Push yourself back into child's pose or downward dog. So if you want, you can go all the way back on the downward dog now, or stay down there on the child's pose. And bring your left knee forward this time. So left knee forward, hips down. So again, hips square with your shoulders. And lower yourself. Carry on there for a few more breaths. If it's comfortable, you lift your chest. And if it's comfortable, you lift your chest and hold your leg there at the back. Can be just your hand there. Might be enough stretch. Can bend a little bit more. Or even hug. You might be able to lift your chest a little bit more than I can lift here as well. Few more breaths. And let it go. And from here, push yourself back into child's pose. From there, you can sit down, moving in a way that's comfortable for you. Bring both legs forward and shake a little bit. Left heel on the side of your thigh, keeping your right leg forward. Lengthen your spine, bringing your arms all the way up. And then let's go. Flexing your spine, going all the way forward. Head to knee, pose. Think about you too close now. Stretching the back of your leg, thigh, hips. And from here you can lift. Stay on that side. So what doing, you're rotating your rib cage, turning your rib cage to the other side, as if you're bringing your right hand there towards your right foot. You can keep that hand there, or you can bring your right hand there on your left knee to help to maintain that rotation, and then you're reaching your right foot with your left hand. So you'll try to go all the way up and over, and as far as you feel comfortable. If you can go all the way there, or again, you can help a little bit more with the other arm. Try to keep that rotation as if you're gonna look towards the ceiling, you would look from under your armpit and reach a little bit more. Try to keep your sitting bones on the floor. So don't worry if you're here, if you're there, you might be there, holding your knee. Important is to feel the stretch. A nice stretch. Should be able to breathe there. And then relax. Come back all the way up. And in front. Bring your left leg there. Shake a little bit. And you're going to do the same with your left. So left foot forward. Bend your right foot on the side of your thigh. Lift, lengthen and go forward. Head to knee pose. If that's too much, you could stay here in between both legs, in between both thighs, instead of going forward there. Try to move your belly button towards your thigh, then your chest, then your head. Might be holding there, the back of the thigh, the back of the leg. What matters is that nice stretching, breathing deep. How far should you go? As far as you can breathe. If you need to hold your breath, you went too far. Then come back up and turn. So you're going to turn your left hand out towards your left foot. You can bring your arm all the way back and then reach over. Few breaths here, then you can lift again and all the way forward and then relax. Shake there a little bit. Can go all the way forward here on a seated forward bend, just going there, forward. Hold there, stretching out both sides the same way. You can hold at the back of the thighs, at the back of your legs, ankle, feet, toes, and maintain the position. If you can, when you're doing the seated forward bend, or even the head to knee pose, single leg as you're doing before, try to point your feet up towards the ceiling. I know sometimes it's easier, slightly easier, more comfortable by pointing your feet, but think about all this is a chain of muscles from your upper back, middle of the back, your lower back, the back of your hips, the back of your thighs, the back of your legs, even on your feet. So you're stretching the whole chain. From here, you can go back. And if it's comfortable for your back, roll it down, vertebra by vertebra down. If not, just roll on your side and lie on your back, doing a big full body stretch. Arms there by the side of your body. Bend your knees and lift your back, vertebra by vertebra off the mat. Feet sitting bones apart. Lifting your hips as high as you can. Lifting your rib cage as well, chest bone towards your chin. If it's comfortable for your arms, for your shoulders, interlock your fingers. Extend your arms, so making those arms as long as possible. As if you're trying to move your hands down between your feet and push your arms against the floor, arching your back a little bit more. So you're pushing your heels down towards the floor to lift your hips. You're pushing your arms against the floor to lift your rib cage. And maintain the position. It's an inversion as well. which massage and stimulate internal organs, increase blood flow towards your head, strengthen all those muscles on your posterior chain, on your back, so the back of your thighs, the back of your hips, lower back, upper back, back of your shoulders, back of your arms. Then slowly, first gently, release your hands and lower your spine, vertebra by vertebra on the mat. Bring both knees towards your chest. Pull your thighs towards your rib cage. You can even hug there, either hold there with your hands, or you can hold your arms, hug your legs, and pull it. If you can, pull in your thighs against your abdominals, against your rib cage. Massage and stimulate internal organs again. If it feels nice, you can gently rock your body side to side. Carry on here. And then, if it's comfortable as well, you can lift your feet, reach towards your feet. Imagine you're placing your feet against the ceiling. And then you're going to pull your legs down as if you're bringing your knees there towards your armpit, or even out towards the floor. If it's not comfortable, holding that in front of your feet, on the side, or even on your heels. Again, imagine placing there your knees under your armpits or by the side of your arms or your shoulders. Opening your hips, stretching your lower back, the back of your hips. It's called the happy baby pose. And again, even if it feels comfortable, you can gently rock side to side, gently moving your hips down. Moving your lower back, hips side to side. And then you can release. Feet on the floor. And do a big full body stretch. Bringing your arms there, out by the side of your body. Out. You can bend your knees. And you're going to take both legs to one side. So if you're looking there at the screen, it would be towards the screen to start. Open your chest. If it's comfortable for your neck, you turn your head to the opposite side. Breathe there. Progression from here, you're going to stay here for a few more breaths. You can just stay there and try to relax. So you're stretching shoulders, chest, muscles there around your waist, on your back, on the side of your hips, at the back of your thighs. If you can try to do this. So maintain your legs in position. You bring that arm back, so you lie on your side here, as if you're trying to bring both hands together. Then that top leg, you're going to extend, and you can try to place your foot on your hand. If you have a towel nearby, you could use that towel and extend your arm, so you have your foot, like a gap between your foot and your hand, that you're holding with a towel or with an elastic band. And then you bring that arm all the way back again, and stay there. So add an extra stretch there for the back of your leg, thighs and hips. Then you can bring it back. Bring your legs, release your foot if you're holding there. Bring your legs back in the center. Bring both knees towards your chest. Relax a little bit. And feet on the floor, arms out, and take both legs to the other side. If it's comfortable, head to the other side and maintain. And again, if you want progression, you bring both hands together there. Place that foot on your hand and then open your chest again and maintain position. You might not be able to place your arm here on the floor, your shoulder on the floor, that's okay. If it's lifting here, you can make it a little bit more comfortable by bringing your arm up above your head like that, instead of opening your chest. Few more breaths, breathing deep and slowly try to expand your abdominals and your rib cage. Then you can relax, release that foot, bring your leg back, both knees towards your chest again. A big full body stretch. And bring your arms there by the side of your body. It's just 2 minutes. It's a quick one. So you can close your eyes and breathe as deep as you can. As you breathe out, focus on your feet and relax your feet. Relax your legs. Relax your thighs. Breathe deep and slowly and relax your hips. Relax your back. Relax your abdominals. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Your neck. Relax your arms. Relax your hands. And relax the muscles around your face. Breathe slowly, deep, breathe out, release any tension left in your body. And when you're ready, you can move your fingers, move your hands, your toes, your feet. Bend your knees and roll on your side, fall forward. Sit up. Wait for the blood circulation to go back there. Normal. And that's it. Really well done. Thank you very much for joining us.